I want you to name a time where you got mad or disciplined your daughters, but later realized you were in the wrong.
Ooh.
What?
That happens
Name a
sometimes.
time where you got into it with your daughters, you disciplined them, or you got mad at them, and then later on you realized you were in the wrong.
Let's see. There was. I mean, there've been a couple of times that I was like, I had it wrong. Like I remember she was supposed to like. Oh, I was with their dog. They were having like an issue with picking up after their dog, and
That is so annoying. They always promise they're going to clean up and all this stuff and take care of the dog, and then usually it doesn't
and it was
happen.
like going out to walk the dog, and my neighbor saw him like out without one of the towel, without one of the like little baggies or whatever. So they
To clean up after them.
So they knew they weren't gonna be picking it up, and so I got on them or whatever. And was like, listen, you asked for the dog, you got to do this, blah, 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 blah. And so, like, I set the bar. And then when I came back one day and saw, like, some mess, I thought it was the dog. And I came in and went off. And my daughter was just sitting there. And she's like, Daddy. And then my neighbor came back as I was yelling and came back to the grass because he had left the baggie. And he came to pick it up. It was his dog.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh. Okay.
That
I'm like,
sucks.
all right, well, y'all understand. And they were just looking at me like, you such a...
You didn't even admit
like,
it.
under their breath. I mean, they knew because they saw me see him
Yeah,
picking
yeah.
it up. And I was like, oh, damn. and they were just looking at me like, really? And I'm like, oh, well, you see how... They're like, Daddy, we told you we're going to do it. And I was riding on them because I just wanted to make sure because you could make somebody sick, some other dog sick, neighborhood is watching. So I
And they've probably done it before.
I went off on that, but it wasn't them, and they, so they're pretty good with it now. But at the beginning, it was a little janky.
Now they have the perfect excuse for the
Nah,
next
yeah,
time.
that's what I did. I did get it. I caught an L on that one.
Well, Orlando, I always want to know about your sex life, and you get really mad at me.
I mean, why does it always have to go there with you?
Because
Like, we ask you sex questions, and they get mad at us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you get to just bust on us?
Right. It's your turn now. So, okay. I was thinking about, you're dating. Maybe you thought about online dating, maybe not here or there. But let's talk about the expectations of sex and dating Orlando. Okay. So how many dates do we need to go on? Does a woman need to go on with you before there's an expectation of sex? How many days does it take to get you in bed? Come on.
I hate your question.
I like them.
I don't have an expectation for it. Like, I mean, to keep it absolutely a buck, I don't have because there's some people where it could happen first day.
Yeah.
And I never expect that because I'm like, if I go out with somebody, I don't expect it to come down to, all right, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I don't. It's not that I don't think I'm worthy of it. It's
Right.
just I don't have that. That's an unreal expectation for everybody to just be like feet to Jesus by 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good look. So. I don't expect too much, but after date, like I would, if I had to put a number on it for the sake of an answer, after date 4.
4 days.
After date 4, maybe.
Interesting,
Like I
okay.
think maybe then I would be like, damn, is this gonna happen? Like in my mind, I wouldn't say anything, and I don't really have an expectation. But if I had to pick a hard number, 4.
You want her to wait a little
4 or
bit.
5. I don't want to just be like, because if you do it with me immediately, I think you'd have done it with other people immediately.
Yeah.
So I don't own you.
So you still do
You've had
it.
dinner with somebody else, like maybe a couple weeks ago. So did he smash too? Like
Yeah.
I got too many questions. If it's too easy for me, I think
I
don't
just
need
like
to be
it.
there.
You'll judge. You'll take advantage and go ahead and sleep with the person. But
I ain't saying I would do all that. I'm just saying you
Yeah.
asked me for a hard number.
Okay.
Meredith,
4.
4.
4 is the
4 is
number.
my answer.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have another question for him? Because I got one about secrets.
See, okay, what?
I did it. I do, but I kind of want to know some Orlando secrets, so I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay. All right. I was thinking about we talk about so much stuff on the show. Is there something you haven't admitted? Is there like a secret, like something that we don't know about? We know everything about you. Is there something you do by yourself, alone, maybe, that no one knows about? You wearing heels
I don't
at home?
know. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I do a lot of things alone.
How about name something that you do that a lot of people don't know about that helps you with your health? Or helps
maintenance?
Maintenance.
My
Some
maintenance?
Some with maintenance. Something that you do because you're a vampire. I mean, you look young. So
You guys trying to suck up already.
Yeah, like, for real.
I'm trying to because I know I got to do Plead the Fifth at some point.
Yeah, you definitely gonna get this heat back. I mean, I don't know about secret. Like, what secrets do I have? Like, and you said maintenance?
Sure, something you do.
Like beauty regimen or something?
Like, do you bend over in the mirror to make sure like everything's taken care of?
Like, what do you do?
Okay, no, I don't. I do not.
There's something that you do though.
Okay, all right. So, because she said bend over in the mirror. Like
I've done that.
I've never bent over in the mirror ever in my life, and
Really?
and now you just set up
You
one of
should.
your questions. Because we gonna definitely ask you about why you do that. I do have one secret, and I mean it's not a secret. Well, I guess. Okay, so in my car, you know how they have the middle console where you pop it over?
Of course.
In my car, I have a lot of junk like most people do, but I have a full on those Band-Aid boxes, and they got like 100 Band-Aids in them.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
It's like a little thin, and it's like all of them stacked in. I have that in my car, and I got it specifically because I was getting ready to go do an event, and my nipples were showing through my shirt. They were showing through my shirt. It was like
The protruding.
It was. I mean, you know me. I'm an immature dude, and if I see nipples, I'm focused on them. And so if I see mine, I'm like, oh my god. And so I went and bought Band-Aids to go over my. I have very unruly nipples. So I bought Band-Aids to go over my joints, so I would be flush on standing up there on stage.
So you were distracted by your own nipples.
I was, and so now when I'm in the car and when I look at myself before I get ready to go to work, and I see like some protrusions, I'll get in the car, and while I'm driving to work, I'll be under my shirt.
You still do it? You still have nipple covers? Oh my God.
Get off the floor, man. Listen, you asked about it. I'm just saying.
For those days that you wear your tuxedo with no shirt on.
I mean, I'm just saying. It's like certain times I just, if I got a light shirt on and it's.
They have actual nipple covers.
But I'm not doing all that. I mean, I was good until you actually asked, but I'm like, yeah, okay.
You have Band-Aid covers for your nipples.
Listen, I do. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway.
Maintenance. This person wants your assessment of the new one, Rich. It says, do you have any critiques for Rich? Is there anything he can improve in? And what do you think he's doing well at?
I already know what it is. There might be more.
No. I mean, I mean, Rich has been on the air, so I mean, he has like his own way, and so it's almost like you have to train him in how we fit with each other in the room. But he's capable of doing the job. Of course, that's how he got it. But as far as like critiques, he's a little like we've talked about this. His voice is a little aggressive. He pops his mic a lot, because he's got like a loud voice, which is ironically like the same as Dobby, because Dobby was the loudest person in the room
ever.
So I'm used to dealing with that. It's just Rich got a Marge Simpson-y kind of voice, and so it kind of it does. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, his and it's kind of like having a puppy. Like a puppy is doing too much at the same. Like you're trying to keep it focused. Like Rich will be running around. He'll start having a conversation with you, and I'm like, hey, there's somebody on the line. Like I got to keep reminding him and stuff. But that just comes with newness.
That's very true.
I'm used to that with like transitions and stuff. So yeah. So he's all right. He can stay.
What does he do well?
What does he do well?
I mean,
you know what? He honestly, he's.
He don't want to tell me.
What? Wait, because I mean, I'm trying to like. Okay, so like, because like Davi, I'm not trying to put him in that position of trying to replace, Davi, but he's replacing the role, and I've already seen him fall into the like check on Meredith thing. The thing, like he's like, hey Meredith, do you need something from the kitchen? Do you need anything? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if it's chivalry or if it's just like this brother sister bond or whatever, or if he's trying to pick it up from him. But I'm like, he ain't asked me that I need anything, and you got asked like 6 times, and I'm like, okay, so we protect the woman. That's just all. That's the way it is.
I'm okay with that.
I don't like that.
That's my work wife.
But that's I
There you
get
go.
it. I
It's
get
my
it.
work wife.
I get it.
I have to make sure she's
she's
good.
the blonde, and
Yep.
I'm over here not. So yeah, so I get that. All right, what else?
All right. Oh, name a sexual experience that went totally south and ended up opposite of the way you hoped.
Ooh. Maybe you liked
That's
it.
out of the 813.
You didn't like what she was doing at the moment, but then you called her a couple days later. You know, I like that thumb.
I don't want to answer this.
Really?
No.
I don't want.
Is it? Is
I don't
it going
want.
to be
I
it?
mean, that went left. Like I don't want to. No.
Oh, I want to know.
I mean, cause I don't.
Oh.
I'm not gonna answer that one. I'm not gonna answer that. All right, so
You're in trouble.
I got
Yeah.
for real.
Okay.
All right,
Out of
I got
the-
one more.
Out of the 941, Orlando, get ready to plead the fifths. And since you can't, how many times a week do you yank your wang wang?
What?
I am not asking this. The listener is. It's probably that.
No, what do you mean? I don't like.
He definitely wanted you to ask this before the last question.
I mean, how many times per week?
Per
Are
week.
we including weekends?
Yes, weekends are included.
Okay. Probably about.
Turn off the radio,
About
Brielle.
30, about 40.
Turn off the radio, Brielle.
Probably
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
Probably 5
All right.
in a whole week.
Yeah.
I don't do them like you know what I'm saying. I don't do it like multiple times a day.
Okay, so
Like,
it's one and done.
Right. Yeah, what I'm going to do, like romance myself? Like, I mean, once you get it done, you get it done.
Right.
But I'm saying I don't do it every day. So like four times.
You said
4
5.
times. 4, maybe 5.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. All right. But you know what?
Uh-huh.
Damn it. I'm boomeranging that one.
Oh.
That one.
Rich.
How many times do you play the solo violin or the solo guitar? How many times you strumming your guitar in a week?
Be honest.
Yeah, you got to be honest. This is an honesty show.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's not every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's not every day.
It's close.
It's probably getting, I would say 5. 5.
5?
5, yeah.
Damn, y'all
Okay.
horny.
All right.
No,
Well,
no,
I mean,
no,
but
no.
yeah, he's single. I'm single. You're married, so you probably never do it.
Yeah, I absolutely do.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I can't do it on the weekend because everybody's home, even though I wish I had some escape.
I don't understand why nobody can be home though. Like, are you loud with it? Are you
No.
in there like, yeah?
I mean, no. I mean, when I cross the finish line, I can be a little bit sometimes.
Hey, yo.
Okay.
But-
all right, that was a lot.
Well,
I
you
didn't expect
asked.
that. All right. All right. So
But,
how many times in a week?
Minimum 3.
Wow.
Minimum.
Minimum.
She don't want to give
And
you the
maximum?
max.
What's the maximum? Like if it's a real.
I would say 5.
See, all right. So yeah, we
5.
all in the same.
But I'm a
I mean,
girl.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
supposed to say that.
Research shows average is about 5 for everybody who's out
The
there.
freak show's horny.
There we go. All right, and we get it done. We're a master of our own domain.